You got to see this. We heard about Hezbollah, which is the enemy of Israel, and a lot of things is happening over in the Middle East, but we never heard about them coming over to South America, North America. Well, guess what? They now have a friend as the vice president in Venezuela, the very nation that's falling apart. And Congressman Jeff Miller, former Congressman Jeff Miller, said they have missiles that can fire into the country, and a prophecy by Dimitri Duduman that said they'll do this. Find out the details. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. And now it makes me think about, remember the meeting we were in with former Congressman Jeff Miller?
Yes.
He says things are getting scarier and scarier. I'm like, wait a minute. You're the
more
Congress,
details
you're the
here.
Congress.
More details.
And what he said was, was that South America already has missiles that can reach America. They just didn't have the payload, the nuclear payload or the anthrax payload. And we're going to talk to you in a minute about how the second in charge now of Venezuela, the vice president, is part of that whole Hezbollah format. So they got the thing happening. We'll talk about that in a minute. But remember when Congressman Jeff Miller said that? Yeah. And we weren't, I heard it's right. Venezuela, he's the number 2 man, right?
Yep, reportedly with Hamas. Now,
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah, the president of Venezuela is Nicolas Maduro,
right.
Who took over for the socialist leader Hugo Chavez, and basically he announced that this vice president, Tareck El Aissami, would become the vice president of the country.
Think about this. That means that in a country of complete and utter chaos, right, where people are already starving, they're writing to us and listen, we're hearing you and we want to do more programs about you to let the world know the suffering that you're going through in Venezuela. We're praying for you. But no health care, starving,
no electricity,
non-existence. We talked about a program, we titled it The Hunger Games, but they're writing back to us and said it's the Hunger Games and the Purge. And the Purge is something about criminals being loose in the streets. And so he talks about that vigilante justice that's taking place. And now terrorism is coming into this whole thing.
It's a heartbeat away from the presidency.
Yes, and a bump and a skip away from America. We need a wall for it. So what is the Business Insider reporting, John?
They say that El Aissami is a known entity in the world of the U.S. intelligence.
Vice president.
Vice president. He is allegedly a part of Venezuela's state drug trafficking network. So Venezuela has a drug trafficking network, and it has ties to Iran, Syria, and Lebanese terrorist group Hezbollah.
So the Iran is the one a state sponsor of terrorism.
Oh yeah, big time.
And so he has ties to them and the Lebanese terror group Hezbollah, and that's what's coming from, I believe, Israel's northern border, coming out of Lebanon and all that,
correct.
the Lebanese. And it's like, now they have the payload, right?
Hezbollah at the top, Hamas at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
We could be fighting 2 wars in 2 different places, obviously. Okay.
And now Venezuela's future is uncertain. But what is certain is that Islamic extremists has officially...
So let's do that again. So you can see it right here on your screen. It says what now?
Venezuela's future is uncertain. But what is certain is that Islamic extremism has officially taken greater executive control of a national government in Latin America. Homar wrote in an email to the Business Insider.
That's why he wrote them in that email.
And he let them know a goal it has had for decades.
A goal that has had past tense, which they've met that goal now.
They fulfilled that.
They totally fulfilled that goal.
So now terrorists, an alleged terrorist is the second highest command in Venezuela, a country that has no resources. I think they own Citgo oil and gas, but since they have no resources, they have to lend themselves out to other countries. And instead of partnering with the U.S., they partner with Iran and terrorists.
And let's read that one more time. This last, it said, Venezuela's future, you can see it on your screen. Venezuela's future is uncertain, but what is certain is that Islamic extremism has officially, think about it, has officially taken greater executive control of a national government in Latin America.
Which is really unheard of.
They've already made threats on Senator Marco Rubio for standing up for the people of Venezuela, threatened his life reportedly. And this has been their goal for quite some time, and they have achieved it. And so this is very important to pay attention to what God is doing in the world. And one thing, he's put a leader over America that understands military strength, put generals around him who understand the military strategy. And we have got to focus, and it's happening. I mean, rapidly, things are changing.
Yes.
Which means obviously we're going to move, quickly, into this shift in the world. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at VFNtv.com. I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.